In the year of 2018, little did I know a video I created would strike such rage, controversy, and receive so many thumbs down and comments that it was one of my most talked about videos that to this day still haunts me. But not for the very reasons of why didn't I add certain folks to the list. It was because I saw the true ugly side of YouTube for the first time ever. Now, normally, one would shy away from doing that list again because of the negative energy it brought. But not me. Not this zombie. Yes, that is right. The controversial video that I put out last year has returned. Let's get to the list for this year. 2019's Halloween haunt coverage, people to watch, YouTubers, best of? It's a working title. Yeah, so I made this list and I'll dive a little more into this on a podcast that's going to be coming out very soon. If you want to watch last year's video, I'll have it linked down in the description box as well as the at the end of the video, so you can check that out as well. Now moving on to 2019's list. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk all about Japan with a friend of the channel, Yuken, Scott. What's up? Yuken further adventures in... Hold on. Let me try to do that. Yuken further adventures in Japan. Hopefully that was a little bit on the nail of how it goes. But yeah, Scott is going to be covering Halloween Horror Nights in Japan, as he always does. So definitely check out his channel. He's going to be there as soon as it opens. And even this year, he's going to be doing one of their extreme haunts. So it'll be interesting to see what he thinks about that and all his coverage on the hijinks and the hilariousness that Halloween Horror Nights has over in Japan. So if you didn't already know what's unique about their thing, it's almost like the Orlando's event. Like when you see their park, it's pretty similar to Orlando's, but there's just things that are swapped in certain areas. Also at their Halloween event, they allow for people to wear cosplay or costume. So kind of interesting to see how that goes. And up next is, I still can't say this, Dead Jakaya. I don't know if I was quite right on that, Deijki. He's covering the Singapore event over in Singapore. Why did I say it that way? He's covering Halloween Horror Nights over in Singapore, and their event is quite different from Japan. It's a little more similar, I think, to Orlando's as far as the quality. Their street scare zones are pretty spectacular to see, their houses as well. So check out his channel for all the Singapore coverage. And before we jump to Florida, we're going to dive over to the West Coast. So we have the West Coast is a very interesting haunt place. It's sort of like the East Coast, but they, I think, have more per se. Like they have, you know, haunted hay rides, they have knots, they have, you know, Six Flags, Fright Fest, obviously Halloween Horror Nights. So most of these YouTubers, I'm going to direct you to give them a watch, subscribe to them, follow. They're going to be covering a wide array of all the West Coast haunts. So first up, we have SoCalExploring, who has been on a skyrocket with his material lately. The thumbnails have been fire. His view count has been going up. So definitely check out his channel. He's going to be covering all of the stuff. So Knots, Halloween Horror Nights, I'm pretty sure he'll be making it out to Fright Fest as well. So check out his channel, SoCalExploring. As well as we have, I want to say the artist formerly known as Prince when I say this, the TLEV Media, the artist formerly known as The League. You should know who I'm talking about, especially if you watch this channel. You probably watch them as well. So no introduction to be made. You know them. You know the three horsemen. There we go. But you know them. They're going to be covering everything. They're going to be at Knott's, obviously Halloween Horror Nights, Fright Fest. They have media for multiple events, even Queen Mary. So definitely check out their channel, TLEV Media. Up next, we have Chole IRL, who's a young vlogger who basically travels around to all these type of Halloween events. She was at the Halloween art event. Was it I Really Like Scary Movies or whatever it was. She'll be at Knott's and all the spooky stuff, especially if you like sort of the Halloween stuff and not so much so the like super scary type of stuff, like maybe you watch with your family type of entertainment. She's great for that. She's going to be at all the Halloween type pumpkin type stuff, as well as, you know, she'll be hanging out at Knott's. So definitely check out her channel. It's Chole IRL. And up next we have the Nights of Horror. Tried to do that in a metal voice, but yeah, the Nights of Horror, they killed it with the Midsummer coverage. They did tons of podcasts, interviews. They're going to be probably doing a challenge, I assume, with TLEV Media at Halloween Horror Nights as well. They're going to be there covering it and giving you sort of their take and their humorous take, and as well as they're, I'm sure, to have podcasts following the event. So check out their channel, The Nights of Horror. And up next, certainly last but not least, is Ordinary Adventures, who's covering all sorts of stuff on the West Coast. They have quite a number of followers. They're gaining crazy attraction. They're almost at like 20K for subscribers. The view counts, the comments. They have sort of this, I don't know, it's like an easy-going type of style vlog. They're very fun to watch. They're very entertaining. They seem like just regular guys and girls that you would just kind of just find yourself hanging out with. And obviously they have a love for Star Wars and a lot of Disney stuff, but they also will be at all the Halloween events that are going on. So Knott's, you know, Halloween Horror Nights, anything Disney has as far as Halloween stuff. So check out their channel. It's Ordinary Adventures. And before I jump to the Orlando list, again, all of the links to everybody's channel will be down in the description box. If you happen to go to their channel and check it out, or a video, or subscribe, let them know that, you know, I sent you over there. It would greatly, you know, I would greatly appreciate it. Would definitely help out this thing that I do every year and try to keep it going forward with, you know, trying to spread as much exposure to other channels out there. And what we have is the Orlando list now. Misfits Unmanaged. I've talked about them before. They're going to be covering everything spooky on the East Coast. Certainly they're going to be at Busch Gardens multiple times for Halloween. They're going to be at the Dark Horizon Orlando. They're going to be probably, I imagine, at 13th Floor here in Jacksonville, as well as just tons of other like smaller haunts like Screamageddon if you want to check that out. Or there's so many like little smaller like haunts that are going on that you might not hear about because they're not the big top tier ones, but they're definitely going to be covering all of them. So check them out, Misfits Unmanaged. And up next is Luke, who's Luke is a very funny, like fun to watch vlogger. He goes to Universal Orlando practically almost like every, I want to say every week or every other week. So if you want to have somebody that's consistently going to the parks and giving you some coverage and updates and just kind of funny to watch, definitely check out Luke's channel. It will be down in the description box. He's going to be having a nice staycation, you know, covering Halloween Horror Nights. Him and Boston White and a couple of other folks that you've probably seen around. So definitely check out his channel, Luke. And up next is Just Out and About. I really like that name, Just Out and About. They're going to be covering all sorts of stuff, even stuff from, obviously, from Florida, you know, Dark Horizon Orlando, Howl-O-Scream, Halloween Horror Nights, but as well as they're going to be covering some stuff that I believe is, I'm not quite sure where the other haunted Halloween stuff they will be covering, but they'll be covering stuff outside of the East Coast. So that'll be interesting to see some more Halloween aspects, maybe some other type of Halloween events at Six Flags over on our side of the coast. So definitely check them out, Just Out and About. Up next is Grimmlifecollective, who has been on a huge up incline with their views, their subscriptions. They had that Tom Servini interview. They had the Hagrid's POV ride that did like 1.6 million or 1.5 million views, which is insane. And just what I get from watching their sort of weekly live vlogs, they just seem like just really cool people who love, you know, filming locations. They love horror. They love Disney. They love, you know, the Haunted Mansion type stuff. They're going to be at Halloween Horror Nights, and as well as any kind of other spooky Halloween type horror stuff, they got you covered on their channel, Grimmlifecollective. Up next, we have Super Enthused. I don't know why I feel so empowered to say that. I feel so hyper to say that. Super Enthused! Definitely check out her channel. She's going to be covering all sorts of Halloween stuff that's going to be going on. She is generally a lot of energy. She's always at the park. She's always bouncing around between, you know, stuff in Orlando, stuff in Miami. So definitely check out her channel, especially if you've probably seen her if you watch Adam the Woo. She's been featured in some of his videos, so you probably already know her, but in case you don't, check out her channel, Super Enthused. And up next we have Deb Explores, who just recently announced on her channel in a video that she just recently put up that she's going to be here for an entire year working at Disney. So she informed me that she's going to be covering all the Halloween type of stuff that's going to be going on. She's going to be at Halloween Horror Nights and any other kind of Halloween stuff that pops up here and there. So check out her channel. She's so kind, and she has sort of this calming, relaxing kind of state to her. It's not over hyper, but it's just very calm and very relaxed. And I love the accent. Definitely check out her channel, Deb Explores. As well, over on my Twitter page, I pinned this to my page. It's going to remain there to, you know, throughout the Halloween haunt season. I put, if you're a YouTuber that will be at HHN, Howl-O-Scream, or any haunts this season, leave a link to your channel. I just wanted to kind of have a central place for a lot of people to try to, you know, check out other channels that don't primarily make it on the list, because I want to keep the list kind of short and sweet. But HHN Dog, what's up? He's on the list. Haunt Scene, who doesn't have a YouTube channel, but they do run facebook.com/haunt scene. Check out theirs. It's very funny. They do like a weekly live stream, so it's really funny to check out their stuff. And about the pie eating situation, that was really funny. You have, you know, Emily, you know, Geek Notice, Super Enthused, Expedition, The Holy Moly. There's so many channels that are listed here. Losh TV, what's up? Definitely check out his channel. He's going to be covering all sorts of Halloween Horror Night stuff. He does, you know, updates, announcements in general. So check out his channel, Losh TV. You got Real Josh Marrow, Shiganami Minecraft, Tater, what's up, Tater? You got Kyoto and Robbie. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe Kyoto. She used to live here in Jacksonville, which is kind of interesting. I enjoy their videos as well. Lex and Liz, Weekend Tourist, Main Street Moments. You have Brittany, Dr. Strangiot, the only other doctor I know, him and Dr. Jimmy. Should check out both of their channels. You have Joshua. You have Lauren Travels, Attraction Magazine. We have a couple and a dog. So this is going to remain there, so definitely check out a lot of the channels that are listed there. It makes it easy, so you can just click it and just go straight to their channel. If you happen to have a channel, go ahead and head over to Zombie CT. It'll be the top pinned tweet. Go ahead and list your channel as well. And what I typically do is once the hunt season kind of starts or gets going and people start uploading videos, maybe towards the tail end, I typically will do a like fantastic Halloween horror nights. Maybe this year will be a little bit different. Maybe I'll expand it a little bit, but I'll do like a big playlist and include so many videos that I come across that are really good. And I usually put that in a playlist for everybody to sit back and watch, especially towards the end of the season, or where you're maybe kind of missing the events a little bit more and you're kind of wanting that, you know, sit back and watch a playlist of, you know, great Halloween videos. So I typically do that towards the end. So that is it for this list for 2019. If you enjoyed the list, let me know. Please leave the video a thumbs up. I know there's going to be folks out there leaving a thumbs down because your favorite YouTuber is not on the list. As I've stated earlier in the video, it is strictly what I want to push out there. I don't want to have, you know, channels that are 200 subscribers or channels with like 70,000-80,000 subscribers, because they don't probably need the exposure. They don't need me to really mention their channel. It's not going to do anything. So I just do this list strictly out of my own, you know, love for trying to spread around as much exposure to smaller channels. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. And as always, you can reach me at Zombie CT. Definitely check out the podcast, the Zombie Chris podcast. We do weekly podcast and we do some bonus episodes here and there. So check that out. And that is it. Adios. Thank you guys. Peace out. And have a great, happy Halloween season.